Hello friends, it's been over a week since I've done a video, and man, it has been a crazy couple of weeks. The last video that you saw was Reagan graduating high school. When I started doing these videos, I was talking about the life change that I had made, going from being an employee to becoming a business owner, and sort of, what that was gonna look like. That has been a very interesting transition. It's been good, it's been stressful at times, it's taken some getting used to, but one of the things we've done since graduation is added to all of the things that are going on by selling our house. It was crazy enough. We've sort of talked about it for a couple of years. Let's sell, let's move on, let's do what's next. Not really that we don't like it here. This house is great. I've been here 16 years. It's a great home, it's a great place to raise a family, but it's time for us to move on. It's time for us to do the next thing. So we've been talking about it, and April, being in real estate, said, let's do it. So we put it on the market. We got a contract in one day. And so it's been just a whirlwind trying to get ahead of the situation. One of the things that I've also done in 2021, let me back up just a bit. So every year we do a word for the year, something that we pray about prior to, something that we think that God's talking about, that He wants to teach us in the coming year. My word for 2021 is trust. Little did I know that this was gonna be such a big word for me to overcome and live in. Back to the story. We sold our house in one day, and there are so many things that we are trying to get done in a short amount of time. Somebody's calling me. I'm not real sure where I left off when I got that phone call, because that's just sort of the way this goes sometimes. So back to the story. We sold our house. Now we're trying to get ahead of all of the things that have to happen. This issue with trust comes in a couple of reasons. One, we don't really know where we're going to live next. We thought we might have had a plan, but that didn't really work out, and that's okay. But the kicker is we're not real sure where we're going to move to. First thing we're going to do is move into our camper for a little while. The only issue with that is that the camper is still in the shop. It's been in the shop since January 8th. It is now the middle of June, and it isn't back. So I'm hoping and praying that it's going to be back before we have to move out of this house. I'm certain that it will. I believe that God has a plan for all of these things and that it's going to line up. But it does require me to trust His timing, to trust the things that He's called us to do and the people that He's called us to be. The other hurdle was a shipping container. We're getting a shipping container in order to put all of our stuff in to store it while we are waiting on the next home. Again, not a big deal. I went to a local place where I can buy them. Go in, find one, great, that's the one I want. I go up to the office and they said, oh, yeah, we just put that on hold for somebody else. We don't have any more. But there'll be some in a few days. Let me get your information and I'll call you when they come in. Yeah, they haven't called yet either. It's not like we have to be out tomorrow, but it requires trust. I'm trusting that this is all gonna come together. This has been a very unusual week. It's been an unusual time over the course of 2021. Lots of change, getting used to being on your own, having to make the decisions, having to get up and go and do, and not just rely on some boss to tell you where you need to be and when you need to be there. And now you add in trusting that, selling the house, is this the right time? Is it, your trust. I like to be in control. I am a control person. This requires me to release some control. I don't know that I like it. I don't know that I don't like it. It's been very interesting. So over the next days, weeks, no more than a month, because we have to be out at some point, we're gonna get all this stuff packed up. We're gonna move on. We're gonna see what's next, because it's time to do that. I say all that to say I don't really know what the future holds, but I'm looking forward to it. This has been an adventure. It continues to be an adventure. Let's go see what's next.